welcome to the channel. Today's 3-minute camera review is on the Nikon F4. The Nikon F4 was released in 1988 as a follow-up to the amazing F3. The Nikon F4 is an amazing body full of features, and it's also said that the F4 was designed by the same person who designed the F3. I know, it's kind of hard to believe when you have a camera this ugly. This is, for all the Nikon fans out there, this is an F4S. The F4S includes a different grip at the bottom that holds 3 additional AA batteries. I hate that the F4 and the F5 uses AA batteries, and even though they're accessible and easy to find, they don't last nearly as long as other batteries. First, let's talk about the good. The F4 is Nikon's top-of-the-line body, and it is full of pro features and easy-to-reach dials with all of the settings that you would need for any situation. The Nikon F4 is Nikon's first professional autofocus body. Nikon kept the timed exposure mode on the shutter speed dial, and it goes all the way up to 1/8000th of a second. The Nikon F series is a lot like Windows operating systems and Star Trek movies. Every other one is horrible and every other one is good. The F2 and the F3 are amazing. The F4, well, just look at it. And the F5 is an amazing body. Also, with Windows operating systems, every time a new edition is released, you have to click twice as much to do the same thing in the previous version. The Nikon F4 has twice as many buttons and locks to do simple things such as open up the film door. You have to push this lever in while pulling up on the rewind lever for it to open. One of the things that I do really like about this body is you can rewind the film manually, or you can push several buttons and switches at the same time to use the motor to rewind the film. And strangely enough, there's no separate locks or buttons to press to switch this to a different mode. There are buttons and switches all over this camera, so again, it'll do just about anything you need. I do really like the metering mode switch on the viewfinder. ISO is set by pressing this button here and rotating this dial. The viewfinders are much easier to remove than in previous F bodies with a single switch right here. Let's take a look at my least favorite part of the camera. This is Nikon's top-of-the-line body, yet it is held together with a single screw at the bottom of the grip. All of the weight of the body is held by these tabs and that little tiny screw, and I've actually had to repair a couple of those screws because they become stripped. With 6 AA batteries, you get nearly 6 frames per second in continuous high. You have your focus confirmation indicator, which will be a red X, arrows, or a green light when the camera has attained focus. Here are some pictures I've taken with the F4.